Welcome to Upstart Spring Racing Preview. Yes, we have significantly increased our budget here at Upstart because we've gone away from the surrounds of Trobe University and made our way down to the Coliseum of the Spring Racing Carnival, Flemington Racecourse. And we're here at the Malua Racing Stables, and we are very, very excited about that because it's a very exciting day this Saturday, the best day of racing in the Spring Racing Carnival calendar, Derby Day. I'm Ben Waterworth, and he's a very networked man to get this kind of gig, very charismatic with the punters and even more popular with the ladies and to some extent males as well, Ben Asgari.
Jeez, I'm happy about that intro, Benjamin. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be down here at Malua and at Flemington. We've just got to dodge this horse that's walking past, actually. It's great to be down here at Malua and Derby Day. It's not just the best day of racing at the Flemington Carnival, probably the best day of racing anywhere in the world, actually. Okay, so the best bet for this Saturday is Sister Madley. She's down to race in the Salinger Stakes at Flemington, and we're down at the Malua Racing Stables at Flemington this morning. We're with Troy Corstens, who is one half of Malua Racing, arguably the country's most exciting training partnership. The other half, of course, is John Sadler. So Troy, how is Sister Madley looking ahead of her big assignment at Flemington on Saturday? Yeah,
really well, Ben. She's come through her last run nicely. We had a few issues with her pulling hard early against More Joyous, and I think it cost us the race. So we've changed the gear up a little bit, and she'll wear a kite and noseband on Saturday, and Damien Oliver's out testing on her right now.
Okay, so she was, as you said, she was very brave over 1,400 metres against More Joyous at Caulfield. She was super the start before, back to 1,200. Is that the thinking that 1,200's her best distance?
Yeah, when we got her, we always thought that she was purely a sprinter, but we were going to try and stretch her out to get to the mire. She just showed against More Joyous in the Tristark that it's not going to happen. So we've got to work with the horse, and back to 1,200 we come. So
54.5 kilos on Saturday. Damien Oliver on board, and she worked well this morning?
She's just trot and cantered, so there's nothing serious, but she worked well on Tuesday morning. She went down the straight and Damien rode her, who was very pleased with her, so full steam ahead to Saturday.
So who else have you got going forward? I noticed that Darren is just in behind us here in the stables. He's nominated on Tuesday, and Neriani, and who else have you got lined up for the carnival?
We've got Bondarchuk as well in on Tuesday in a 1,200 listed race down the straight. Barron's probably going to just struggle to get a run a little bit. Neriani, probably our best for the week, I reckon. She's going really, really well.
So a little tip there for the viewers there, Neriani on Cup Day, and there's no other ones you can sneak in for the viewers at home. So Neriani, you reckon's the best?
Yeah, probably. That's about it, I'd say.
With arguably the country's most famous and awarded jockey, Damien Oliver, the star of the movie The Cup. Damien, aside from racing, what was it like having the movie made about the famous media puzzle Melbourne Cup?
Yeah, it was a bit weird, Ben, seeing a piece of your life up on film, and a bit overwhelming at times, but they've done a great job with it, and I'm really pleased with the way it's come up.
So back to the racing, you've got the Derby ride on Sabraj on the weekend. Are you looking forward to that mount?
Certainly am. The horse is in great form, last start winner, and worked really well here on Tuesday. Got an awkward draw, drawn wide in barrier 16, but if we can overcome that, I'm sure he's going to be in the finish.
And Glass Harmonium in the McKinnon, he missed the start in the Cox Plate, but the McKinnon looks a really nice race for him.
Yeah, if you take away his last start where there was quite a lot of mayhem actually at the barriers there, and he was one that was a bit misfortunate missing the start. He's got great form before that, and if you can just forgive him for that one blemish in the Cox Plate, he's going to be right in there with a chance.
And we've made Sister Madley the best bet for the Upstart viewers. What can you give us about her chances on Saturday?
Yeah, she's been in great form this preparation. Just over-raced a little bit last start, so if we can get her to settle, we're trying a few little gear changes. She's going to be right there.
And have you got one little one for either Saturday or over the carnival for the Upstart viewers?
Quite keen on Sister Madley. Just hope she relaxes for us, and she's going to be hard to beat.
Okay, thanks, Ollie.
Thanks,
really
mate.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Well, of course, it is Derby Day, as we just said, and the big race of the day is, of course, the Victoria Derby, the Group 1 run over 2,500 metres. Benny, we're talking off air beforehand. It's probably not the greatest field of all time because it's headlined by a red-hot favourite in Manawanui at the moment, who is The punters are just drooling at the moment over Manawanui, and for good reason as well, I would have thought.
Yeah, well, he won the Vars, and history says the Vars is the race you want to come through to win the Derby. This year, though, only 5 runners. It was odds on, about $1.20 shotty in the Vars. History also says Norman Robinson horses don't do anything in the Derby, so you can rule out Sabrage, you can rule out Sangster, you can rule out Niagara from Gay Waterhouse. So it pretty much leaves you with Manawanui and the Peter Snowden train in Juna. There's got to be a query over Manawanui at the distance, so at about a $2 favourite, you'd have to risk him. There's better races to bet on Saturday, so don't bet, and if you have to have something, maybe have something each way in Juna.
Avoid the tickets for the Derby. Do not bet on this. Another big Group 1 race on Saturday afternoon at Derby Day is, of course, the McKinnon Stakes, and the favourite at the moment is Rekindled Interest, who was a little bit unlucky in the Cox Plate, but did come in third in the end. Quite a good race from Rekindled Interest. Can you see any other horse beating that on Saturday?
Yeah, I can, Ben. I like the old boy Efficient, the top number one. Yeah, the big Efficient. He'll back up after the Cox Plate. He ran a good race. He was the first to get going on the corner and finished 6th in the end. But Flemington's his track. He's a Melbourne Cup winner. He's a Turnbull Stakes winner. Don't worry that he's had a couple of years off the scene and that he's an old horse. He's going as well as ever. The fact that he's backing up is testament to that. And he'll get back and he'll be hitting the line hard. And around about $10, I think you can have something each way on Efficient in the McKinnon Stakes.
$10 each way on the grey old Foss. We have got Group 1 races coming out of our ears on Saturday afternoon. Another one is the Maya Classic Run over 1,600 metres. And a couple of weeks ago, Benjamin, we told you to get on More Joyous. It got up, and it's the favourite for this race. Should we be getting on More Joyous here?
Well, there's rumours going around that she's not right, that she's not at her best, and that she's over the top. However, a win against Sister Madley the other week at Caulfield when we got the chocolates for Upstart would probably say that I would say that it's hard to say she's not right off that win. She's drawn the car park. She's got barrier 13, but this field's no harder than the other one. She should win. She's about $2.60. Fair enough. If at that price, I'd be happy to back More Joyous.
Even though she's in the car park, get on it. That is all we have time for on Upstart Spring Racing Preview. I'm a little bit sort of overwhelmed by all this, but it's been a pleasure to come down. Thanks to Malua Racing and to Troy Corstens and John Sadler, who've opened up their stables for us. Very nicely done. Good networking from yourself, Benjamin. Good luck punting on the weekend.
Yeah, cheers, Ben. It's always exciting Derby Day. Sleepless night the night before. It's like Christmas for me, Christmas Day.
Christmas Day indeed for all you horse racing punters out there. Make sure you stick around on upstart.net.au, of course, the magazine for emerging journalists.